Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To the air, Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Michael Vick. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Ward. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 61 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. They'll run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
A gain of 19 yards.
And the Colt running from the gun with Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Javon Kirsch there to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the foul.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Indianapolis.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
At the 41-yard line.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. He'll find Metcalf. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Falcons nothing.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. He'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
First carry for James Conner. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Third down, Vick out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Able to get with the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
23-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Again, it'll be Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the
now a timeout taken.
3rd and
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Vick. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one. So
still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On the draw, Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Vick now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Vick to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run is Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Connor going to try and run it, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
The Colts take over first and...
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. From the gun, it's Allen. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Allen now looks to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Right within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Michael Vick. He'll get this to Connor underneath. It's a gain of 11. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 1st down carry for Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Good job. Give him 30 yards there. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Patriots nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They give it off here to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They hand off to the big tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chase Claypool, 31 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Colts 14, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 20. One-yard line.
On first down from.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Out of the shotgun, here's from.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. K1 short. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Derrick Henry pushes him over. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Myers for the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Robert Mathis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
From the gun, it's from.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Sacks.
Robert Mathis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Colts 7, Patriots nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lawrence Taylor, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And yikes, this will get out of bounds, so without even a return, they're going to be set up on the outskirts of the red zone. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Jason Myers.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Robert Mathis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Now from the pass on second down.
And he's going to go down again. Robert Mathis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Looking to throw from.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Mathis. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take this deep in his own territory. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Patriots 15.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fromm to throw.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Patriots nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, 35 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Colts 28, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers set to
And after the
off.
touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. K1 Short picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 35, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Mathis in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. From. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Robert Mathis in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone.
Patriots 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Henry, the ball
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Don't get nervous. 35's the mic.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught at the 1. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back.
First and 10 from.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Robert Mathis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is from. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. K1 Short able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 50, check 50. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Check 99, check 99.
This is Henry. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 53, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Aaron Jones.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Colts first down.
Henry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Brought down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
It's a gain.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool, 42 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. A whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to.
36-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Midfield. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 down at the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Allen on third. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Beckham. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Down left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
4 yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Touchdown, Packers! DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On second and 12, Rodgers.
That'll be complete to Dillon.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, let's get him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, it's Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on third down, Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Beckham the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 20. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? The other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football